If you want to avoid being cheated, ask for prices at 3 different stores. The person who is his own master cannot tolerate another boss. Guessing is cheap, but guessing wrong can be expensive. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. A bird can roost but on one branch, a mouse can drink not more than its fill from a river. A person of high principles is one who can watch an entire chess game without making a comment. To know another is not to know the person's face, but to know the person's heart. No matter how tall the mountain is, it cannot block the sun. Tenacity and adversity are old foes. Think about your own faults during the first half of the night and the faults of others during the second half. If you want your children to have a peaceful life, let them suffer a little hunger and a little coldness. He who cheats the earth will be cheated by the earth. Only one who can swallow an insult is a man. A wise man makes his own decisions, but an ignorant man mindlessly follows the crowd. The people who talk the best are not the only ones who can tell you the most interesting things. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Do not believe that you will reach your destination without leaving the shore. A crisis is an opportunity riding the dangerous wind. It's better to be without a book than to believe a book entirely. Be not afraid of growing slowly, be afraid only of standing still. Behave toward everyone as if receiving a guest. A fall into a ditch makes you wiser. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without one. He who asks is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask remains a fool forever. An inch of time is an inch of gold, but you can't buy that inch of time with an inch of gold. A closed mind is like a closed book, just a block of wood. Better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. A needle is not sharp at both ends. Even a hair will bite when it is cornered. Habits are cobwebs at first, cables at last. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. In a group of many words, there is bound to be a mistake somewhere in them. Govern a family as you would cook a small fish, very gently. Patience is a bitter plant, but its fruit is sweet. Listening well is as powerful as talking well, and is also as essential to true conversation. One beam, no matter how big, cannot support an entire house on its own. Better the cottage where one is merry than the palace where one weeps. Distant water does not put out a nearby fire. The more acquaintances you have, the less you know them. He who thinks too much about every step he takes will always stay on one leg. All things change, and we change with them. If you want to find out about the road ahead, then ask about it from those coming back. Genius can be recognized by its childish simplicity. There are 2 kinds of perfect people, those who are dead and those who have not been born yet. A clear conscience never fears midnight knocking. Learning is a weightless treasure you can always carry easily. Want a thing long enough and you don't. Married couples tell each other 1,000 things without speech. Small men think they are small, great men never know they are great. Do everything at the right time, and one day will seem like 3. Solve one problem, and you keep 100 others away. It is easy to open a store, the hard part is keeping it open. To be totally at leisure for one day is to be immortal for one day. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Teachers open the door. You enter by yourself. Ripe fruit falls by itself, but it doesn't fall in your mouth. If you are patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow. Before preparing to improve the world, first look around your own home 3 times.